Alright, shalom, brothers. All praises to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and double honors to the elders, great millstone. Alright, and honors to the elect brothers doing the work in sincerity and truth. Alright, this is the quick lesson adding on to the Esau's disinformation on race. Just a quick lesson, just to add some information. Alright, I'm gonna start off in the book of Sirach, Ecclesiasticus, chapter 11 and 2. Alright, it says, "Commend not a man for his beauty, neither abhor a man for his outward appearance." Alright, and that's pretty plain, like elder man, that's Satan. Fucking Yahana, the asshole, he abhors men for the outward appearance. So I'm gonna go into this book called Sex and Race by J. Rogers, Volume 1. Alright, I'm gonna hit up like 3 different pages. I'll go to page 78 first. Alright, it says, as might be expected, however, there is or was some prejudice against Afro-Americans. Racial conditions were proceeding harmoniously until about 1912, when it was reported that the 25th Infantry Negro was coming to Hawaii. The white soldiers there, some 8,000 strong, at once started a propaganda against him, warning the Hawaiian women not to associate with the Negroes, as they had venereal disease and would make them give birth to monkeys. When the Negro troops arrived, they found a chilly reception, but since the Negroes were good spenders and good lovers, the situation quickly changed. This caused several riots with the white troops. The Negroes were finally removed. So they planted their seed there. Alright? And this is just gonna go into like Jake spreading their seed among other nations. This is Israelites in Germany, Negroes on the Rhine. Alright? It says, in this matter of race mixing on the Rhine, the important questions was, did the German masses and the German women themselves think about the colored troops, especially those women who of their own will became the mothers of several thousand mulattoes? So hold on, here's a photo, an image right here. It says, a study in black and white from pre-Hitler Berlin. Alright, so hold on, it said they gave birth to several thousand mulattoes, man. Which there's no such thing as a mulatto. Mulatto, they say, means, mixed person or whatever. They're Israelites. They might look white. They might have blonde hair. They might have blue eyes. But they're Israelites. Okay, so and that's the statistics, man. You don't know how many more. Because it says the scriptures, we're like the sand of the sea. But that's a pretty good number right there. Several thousand mulattoes. And, 7 means completion, man. So it could be 10, 20,000, you know what I mean? But reading on, it says, Maximilian Harden, who was then Germany's most influential journalist, said frankly that the Negroes were very far from being unwelcome to the German women. It says, unfortunately, he said, we have seen the aberration of the female every time when Hagenbeck has shown us tribes of natives. Everywhere the German women followed the black and yellow men, pestering them with love letters. They were now repelled by their smell. On the contrary, they found it a special stimulus. Like a man that's sweating and all that. These white women, they like that shit, man. Alright, and the point is that don't matter what your mom is, you're still an Israelite. Alright, if your father's an Israelite, guess what? You're an Israelite. Alright, it says, other writers reported similarly. J. Ellis Barker, colored French troops in Germany, said, I was told that not only girls of the lower classes, but even ladies belonging to the upper and middle classes, both married and single, were running after the French soldiers, and the colored men seemed to have a particular attraction for them. I saw German girls whose dress and fluent French indicated they belonged to the upper class make love to the colored soldiers, and their advances bordered only too often upon the indecent, meaning they would get down in the street, and the moment they'd run you down and, try to rape you on the damn street. Alright. General Henry T. Allen, American commander on the Rhine, said in his report on to the Secretary of State July 2nd, 1920, German women of loose character have openly made advances to the colored soldiers as evidenced by the numerous love letters now on file in official records and which have been sent by German women to colored French soldiers. At Ludwigshafen, when the 7th Tirailleurs left for Frankfurt, patrols had to be sent out to drive away the German women from the barracks where they were kissing the colored troops through the window gratings. I was told that the German police and the French authorities in the occupied districts found it very difficult to prevent the German women from pestering and pursuing the colored troops. In many cases, the colored soldiers themselves complained to their officers about the shameless advances made to them by German women, and frequently a military guard had to be called to keep women from entering the barracks by the window. Many white women find themselves alluring in entering into close relations with blacks. This we have been able to verify when members of Negro tribes were placed on exhibition in Germany. At the time of the Industrial Exhibition in Berlin, for example, it repeatedly happened that Negroes on the exhibition disappeared for several days, and it was town talk that women of good society had been entertaining the Negroes. Similar things have happened in cities in all parts of Germany, and especially in Hamburg. Okay, and here's some photos. An Afro-American in Germany, his wife and child, and the latter's aunts and grandparents. Alright, so you see, and look at the child. The child looks white, but that's his father, that's his mother. Okay, you have mixed children, man. These are so-called mulattoes, but they're really Israelites. Alright. Alright, these are good examples, man, that it's not about the outward appearance, it's about the seed. Alright, and that was it on that book, and I'm gonna bring out just one more. Alright, it's a blessing I got this book. Alright, it's called The White Niggers of America by Pierre Vallières, translated by John Pinkham. Alright, it's called The White Niggers of America. Let's go to page 21. It says, to be a nigger in America is not to be a man but someone's slave. For the rich white man of Yankee America, the nigger is a subman. Even the poor whites consider the nigger their inferior. They say to work as hard as a nigger, to smell like a nigger, as dangerous as a nigger, as ignorant as a nigger. Very often they do not even suspect that they too are niggers, slaves, white niggers. Alright? Because they were looking at the outward appearance, the skin color, but like the Irish and those, people that, so-called white people that were made slaves, they were niggers too. Alright? Page 52. It says, these niggers, who do not all have the same color skin, who do not all speak the same language, who believe in different prophets, live in ghettos that are foreign to each other, and experience in different ways the dictatorship of the same economic, political, and social system. All these niggers whom the partisans of slavery, the businessmen, and the politicians have for centuries contrived to set against each other. Alright, they try to set them against each other just because on the basis of skin color, going back to my first lesson where the nations were divided by color line. You have the yellow man, you have the red man, you have the Ethiopian, the Caucasian, which is all madness, because it all goes back to the seed, your forefather, your nation. Alright, so that was it. Like I said, it was a really quick lesson. Hopefully some edification came out. So I give all praises to Yahweh Shem Yahushai to let me push his truth. Give double honors to the elders, great millstone, and honors to the elect again. Alright, and to you scoffers and to you folly fools, like the scripture says, folly set in great dignity. Yeah, Yohana, he's supposedly the great general, whatever. The Most High gonna take them out soon, man. Alright, so till next time, Shalom.